Our friendship has a formula I know right off by heart. 2 parts of laughter, 1 of trusting from the start. We're a stable compound, perfectly combined. The easiest equation that a scientist could find. It's balanced and predictable, no danger of a spark. We're safe inside the theories that we've made up in the dark.
But lately in my heart's lab, there's a feeling I've distilled. A brand new glowing element, my beaker's overfilled. It doesn't have a name and it's volatile and bright. And I'm scared of what would happen if I brought it to the light. It's changing all my variables, my constants are all skewed.
And oh, I get unstable when you get this close to me. A chain reaction waiting for a catalyst to be. If I add this one more element to our perfect blend, would it create a brave new world, or would it be the end?
I'm just a scientist in love who's too afraid to know the outcome of the test that's catching in my throat.
You fixed the collar on my coat, your fingers brushed my skin. For half a second I could feel the chain reaction start to begin. The temperature was rising, I felt the pressure start to build. A wild hypothesis was forming that I had to keep concealed. I had to take a step away before the whole thing went up in smoke, and turn my observations to a clumsy, stupid joke. Cause here inside my heart's lab, this feeling I've distilled.
This brand new glowing element has me completely filled.
It doesn't have a name and it's volatile and bright. And I'm scared of what would happen if I brought it to the light.
And oh, I get unstable when you get this close to me. A chain reaction waiting for a catalyst to be. If I add this one more element into our perfect blend, would it create a brave new world, or would it be the end?
I'm just a scientist in love who's too afraid to know the outcome of the test that's catching in my throat. Are you in your own lab, two across the silent room, mixing up your own emotions, fighting off a coming boom?
Maybe this volatility isn't something to contain. Maybe 2 unstable elements are meant to stand the rain and form a bond that's stronger than we've ever known before. Just one drop, that's all it would take to see the bond we'd make, or break so volatile and silent. I'll just keep it in its vial for now.
Listen, allez. 11 p.m. on the way back home. Underneath the orange streetlight glow, whoa, you wave goodnight and start to go. And I swallow the words that you'll never know. It's always the same street, so why does it feel brand new? My whole world just stops at the sound of you laughing. Just a handspan away, but if I get closer, I'm scared this whole thing might be over. So I hide my heart inside a casual joke, getting good at leaving my true feeling unspoken. It feels like I'm on seesaw by myself. My heart's way down on my side of the shelf. I like you, just 3 words are on repeat, but saying them might spell our own defeat. This comfortable space, it keeps me safe and sound, and it drives me crazy whenever you're around. Oh, I don't wanna play this game alone. In your playlist, there's that song I sent. This is my favorite. Is that what you meant, or am I just getting my hopes up again? When our friends all joke, you're more than a friend. My face burns red, but you just laugh it away. You have no idea what I really wanna say. Just a hand span away, and if I get closer, I'm scared this coming might be over. It's foolish how one little thing you do can make my heart flutter the whole day through. It feels like I'm a seesaw by myself. My heart's way down on my side of the shelf. I like you, just 3 words are on repeat, but saying them might spell our own defeat. This comfortable space, it keeps me safe and sound, and it drives me crazy whenever you're around. Oh, I don't wanna play this game alone. But what if you are feeling it too? Just as afraid of what you should do. In that split second, our eyes meet in the silence. Are we reading minds, or is this just my bias, my own illusion? In the end, I'm on a seesaw by myself. The center of gravity is you and no one else. I still can't say those 3 words on my mind. Can't you just read my heart and leave the words behind? This thrilling distance makes it hard to breathe, but sets my heart aglow. Please don't let me play this game alone. Seesaw game, is it just me? Seesaw game, or you and me? Maybe tomorrow I'll let you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Got any plans for the weekend? You asked me with a smile. I just shrugged my shoulders, trying to play it cool for a while. My heart is screaming, I wanna spend it all with you, but my lips just answer, not sure what I'll do. There's this comfortable quiet that flows between us two. I don't wanna break it, so I keep hiding the truth. 'Cause floating right above your every move is a transparent subtitle only I can see. It's the proof. Is it a secret signal that you're trying to send, or just a wild invention of my heart again? I can't comprehend. Every conversation has a subtitle track, a secret story you can't read. There's no turning back when you say I'm most comfortable when I'm with you. My mind adds a line, actually it's the most thrilling too. I want you to see it, but I'm scared you'll see it. Oh, this crazy subtitle in my head is starting to crawl. You pass an earbud over, you have to hear this part. You're smiling so brightly, you're a work of art. And underneath that smile, a new subtitle fades in. It sounds so much better sharing it with you, my friend. I just nod my head. What else am I to do? One wrong move, and you might see me right through. 'Cause floating right above your every word and move is a transparent subtitle only I can see. It's the proof. Is it a secret signal that you're trying to send, or just a wild invention of my heart again? I can't comprehend. Every conversation has a subtitle track, a secret story you can't read. There's no turning back when you say I'm most comfortable when I'm with you. My mind it's the most thrilling too. I want you to see it, but I'm scared you'll see it. Oh, oh, this crazy subtitle in my head is starting to crawl. But maybe you can see them, my subtitles, I mean, the truth that floats above my carefully crafted scene. The moment that our eyes meet, all the letters start to fade, and for a second it's just us. A brand new world is made. I'll turn the subtitles off and finally say something more than secret stories I replay, but just to say that simple phrase to your face, the whole wide universe just stops right in its place. I wish my heart could reach you without any text display. Please just read between the lines for me anyway. Dot, dot, dot. What's the final line of my plot? Can you see my subtitle? I really hope you've got it.
You're a giant star and I'm a tiny planet. My whole day spent just revolving, I can't stand it. Your good morning text, a simple little hey, is the gravity that pulls me through the day. So I follow my set path. It's all that I can do, and start another morning just by circling you. But I dream about escaping this safe, stable ride, just to take a single reckless step inside. I start to think of what that might be like, and then the fear of a collision comes right back again, 'cause the end of that could be annihilation. So I keep to my safe distance, my familiar station. I'm just spinning, spinning, spinning in your orbit now. Not too close to burn, not too far to fall out somehow. I can feel your warmth, but when I reach my hand to you, it never touches anything. What am I to do? I'm so tired of this endless revolutions of you, but just spinning around you. Is this all we can do?
When other planets drift on over to your side, my orbit starts to wobble, there is nowhere left to hide. You just share your light with everyone you see, but I'm the one who gives it meaning foolishly. I know you're not my sun, and you'll never be my own, but this selfish kind of gravitin inside my heart has grown. And I dream about escaping this safe, stable ride, just to take a single reckless step inside. I start to think of what that might be like, and then the fear of a collision comes right back again, 'cause the end of that could be annihilation. So I keep to my safe distance, my familiar station.
I'm just spinning, spinning, spinning in your orbit now. Not too close to burn, not too far to fall out somehow. I can feel your warmth, but when I reach my hand to you, it never touches anything. What am I to do? I'm so tired of this endless revolutions view, but just spin around you. Is this all we can do?
What if I could gather all the courage I've stored and break away completely from the path I have adored? I could either make a crash landing right into your world, or I just burn to ashes, a forgotten tragic word.
The end is one of two, I know it's a terrifying bet to make.
Spinning around and around on your orbit, I am bound. Will I ever reach you, I wonder, or just spin like this forever? Just spinning alone.
4 clicks, you're on your way. I'm replaying the highlights of the day. You laughed and said I have the weirdest sense of art. You fixed the stray hair that was falling apart. And in that moment I swear the world went quiet. My heart was screaming, but I chose to deny it. And now I'm home bathed in the pale blue light of my phone screen, putting up a fight. My thumb just hovers over the send icon on a message that I worked on for so long. It's perfectly worded, honest and true, just 3 little words from me to you. But my whole confession lives and dies in my drafts. 100 different versions, little epitaphs for a future that I'm too afraid to start. One careless tap from breaking my own heart. Alright, I'm falling for you, then delete the whole thing. Oh, the silent, lonely song and unsent message sings. Oh. Your name lights up my phone, a funny meme you found. And for a second I forget the ground is a tightrope that I'm walking on with you. Then my fingers find that message fresh and new. It's always waiting, patient, bold and stark. A lonely little firefly kept in the dark. And my thumb just hovers over the send icon on a message that I worked on for so long. It's perfectly worded, honest and true, just 3 little words from me to you. But my whole confession lives and dies in my drafts. 100 different versions, little epitaphs for a future that I'm too afraid to start. One careless tap from breaking my own heart. Alright, I'm falling for you, then delete the whole thing. Oh, the silent, lonely song and unsent message sings. What if my fingers slip for real? What would you do? Would you just laugh it off, or would you say me too? Do you have a folder full of words for me? Are we 2 fools just typing silently? Or am I just romanticizing a flashing cursor's gleam? The cursor's blinking, I'm overthinking. Close the app again, maybe tomorrow, then another draft. Safely say.
The morning starts, I check my phone, but not for sun or rain. I'm looking for your message first, to see if the pressure's changed. You send a smiley face and wow, the clouds begin to part. I'm the only meteorologist for the weather of your heart. I map the highs and lows and every shift in atmosphere, just trying to predict the perfect time to make my feelings clear. I'm always watching for a high pressure system in your mood. A perfect sunny afternoon when the timing might feel good. I've got my speech prepared for clear skies and a 0% chance of pain. But there's always just one little cloud that threatens to bring rain. And in this private weather that exists for you and me, the forecast's always partly friends, with a chance of what could be. I'm waiting for the perfect day, no turbulence or haze, but we're stuck in this microclimate for all of our days. I need a clear horizon just to tell you everything, but
the barometer keeps falling every time I try to sing. Last night felt like a warm front. There was summer in the air. You leaned in close to tell a secret. I could feel you in my hair. I thought, this is it, the sky is clear, the conditions are just right. Then you started talking about some person who was in your life last night. A sudden change in temperature, a frost upon the glass. Another perfect moment that I had to let just pass. And I'm always watching for a high pressure system in your mood. A perfect sunny afternoon when the timing might feel good. I got my speech prepared for clear skies and a 0% chance of pain. But there's always just one little cloud that threatens to bring rain. And in this private weather that exists for you and me, the forecast always partly friends with the chance of what could be. I'm waiting for the perfect day, no turbulence or haze, but we're stuck in this microclimate for all of our days. I need a clear horizon just to tell you everything, but the barometer keeps falling every time I try to sing. Maybe I'm the one who's seeding all the clouds up in the blue, projecting my own drizzle on everything you do. Cause what if there's no perfect storm or calm and sunny day? What if I just have to speak and let the weather have its way? Today's forecast, a high chance of awkward silence, maybe a little pain, a slight chance of sunshine. So I'll just wait for the wind to change.
Our friendship is a house we built with our own two hands. It's filled with inside jokes and half-forgotten plans. We know every hallway, every window pane. We could walk it blindfolded in the pouring rain. It's comfortable and easy, everything's in its right place. There's a welcome feeling in this ordinary space, but there's a door at the end of the hall that we always pass, behind a layer of silence like frosted glass. I'm the only one who knows that the old brass lock has a key, and I wonder what you think of what's inside, or what you'd see. Cause all my hidden feelings live behind the unopened door. I can hear them shuffling, wondering what I'm waiting for. But I'm scared that if I open it and let the bright light in, you might not like the furniture, or where would we begin? So I just keep you in the living room where everything's okay, and the silence from that other room just seems a world away. Last night we talked for hours, sitting on the kitchen floor, and for a moment I forgot about the unopened door. You told me all your secrets and I held them in my hand. The key felt warm inside my pocket, I thought you'd understand. The air was thick with static, the moment felt so near, but I couldn't break the silence. I was paralyzed by fear, and now I'm standing by that door at the end of the hall again, imagining a world where we were more than friends. I'm the only one who knows that the old brass lock has a key, and I'm just trying to find the courage to let you see that all my hidden feelings live behind nobody there, just me in the silent, heavy air. I put the key back in my pocket nice and slow. Maybe tomorrow I'll let you know. Maybe, I don't know.
Look at us go, we're on a roll of building this thing up, body and soul. Every inside joke's a steady hand, the easiest friendship in the land. We built this tower, block by block, so high, so careless underneath the summer sky. It feels so solid, feels so safe and sound, the surest footing on the shakiest ground. But every time you look at me, I get the urge to play, to pull a block from the foundation and just give it all away. My hand begins to tremble and my steady breath gets caught. I'm reaching for the one piece that I know I shouldn't want.
And this is just a Jenga game, that's what we're playing, you and I. And one wrong move could make this perfect, happy little tower die. We hold our breath and take a turn and hope it doesn't sway. But I'm getting tired of playing safe and putting my own heart away. Cause if I make the tower fall, what happens to us then? Could we ever even build this thing again?
You brushed my hand, reaching for your coffee cup today, and the whole damn tower wobbled in a terrifying way. I held my breath and steadied it with nervous, stupid laugh. You didn't seem to notice, just went on with your own path. But I almost lost my footing, I almost made a scene, the most intense unspoken moment that had ever been. And now again I feel the urge, I want to make a play, to pull a block from the foundation and just give it all away. My hand is getting bolder and my breath is getting caught. I'm reaching for the one piece that I know I shouldn't want.
Cause this is just a Jenga game, that's what we're playing, you and I. And one wrong move could make this perfect, happy little tower die. We hold our breath and take a turn and hope it doesn't sway. But I'm getting tired of playing safe and putting my own heart away. Cause if I make the tower fall, what happens to us then? Maybe we could build a better one again.
Are you even thinking about the pieces that you move? Or is this just a simple game with nothing left to prove? Do you ever see it wobble? Do you ever feel the strain? Or am I the only one who's standing terrified in the rain? Terrified of the silence. When it all comes crashing down, it's my turn. The tower's swaying, my heart is praying, my hand is shaking. One little touch and crash. I know this road like the back of my hand, the rhythm of your footsteps on the land. Every single landmark, every crack in the concrete ground, the easy conversation, yeah, I love the way it sounds. We walk the same route home from the station every night. Everything is easy, yeah, everything feels right.
But coming up on our left, there's a street I've never known, with little winding alleys and with seeds of something sown. And every time we pass it, and my walking starts to slow, It's a road I wanna lead you down, but I can't let it show.
'Cause I'm too scared to take the detour. I'm too afraid to make the turn for the potential beautiful or the lesson I might learn. What if it's a dead-end street? What if we just get lost? Is it really worth the comfortable, familiar path we've crossed? So we just keep
on walking on the road we've always known.
And I'm scared I'll take this detour all alone. Last week when it was raining, we were huddled close and warm. You said you never met someone who understood your personal storms. The side street was right there, it was calling out my name. I almost said let's go this way and change the whole damn game, but I just smiled and pointed straight ahead and said we're almost there, ignoring all the tension hanging in the humid air.
And now we're on that corner, and I see that street I've never known, with its little winding alleys and with seeds of something sown. And every time we pass it, my walking starts to slow. It's a road I wanna lead you down, and I have to let you know.
Oh, I really wanna take the detour. I am dying to make the turn for the potential beautiful and the lesson we could learn. I don't care if it's a dead-end street, I don't care if we get lost, 'cause it has to be worth more than this familiar path we've crossed. And 'cause I'm tired of just walking on the road we've always known, and I'd rather take the detour than just walk this path alone.
I wonder what you're thinking when we're standing at that sign. Is it just another corner or a thought that crosses your mind? What if it's not a dead end? What if it's a secret stunning view? What if this detour is the only road that leads me straight to you? The next corner, we're coming up soon. Under the hazy moon, my feet are slowing. Which way are we going? Straight ahead, I guess.
Yeah, we've got a recipe that we both know by heart. A simple set of instructions, a culinary art. A cup of easy laughter and a tablespoon of trust. A perfect combination, no theatrics and no fuss. We cook it up together and it always tastes the same. A comfortable, familiar, and a satisfying game. But hidden in my apron, in a bottle on the side, I've got a secret ingredient I've been trying hard to hide. It's sweeter than the sugar and it's got a bigger kick, and I wonder what would happen if I tried this little trick. I'd hate to mess up the recipe we know. This perfect, easy comfort that has helped us both to grow. What if I had this secret spice, this feeling I can't name, and suddenly our favorite dish is never quite the same. I'm scared that you won't like the taste, so I stick to what is true. And this perfect secret ingredient I'll have to keep from you. Stole a piece of cookie dough when you thought I didn't see. And you smiled that special way you only ever smile at me. The bottle was right there, I had it open in my hand. I almost had it just a drop to see if you'd understand. The moment was electric, a current in the air, but I put the cap back on it with a silent little prayer. Cause hidden in my apron is that bottle on the side, my secret little ingredient I've been trying hard to hide. It's sweeter than the sugar and it's got a bigger kick, and I wonder what would happen if I tried this little trick. I'd hate to mess up the recipe we know. This perfect, easy comfort that has helped us both to grow. What if I had this secret spice, this feeling I can't name, and suddenly our favorite dish is never quite the same? I'm scared that you won't like the taste, so I stick to what is true. And this perfect secret ingredient I'll have to keep from you. But doesn't this get boring? Doesn't this get plain and old? A story that's been told 1,000 times and now it's getting cold. Maybe you've been waiting for a little bit of heat, something unexpected, something bittersweet. What if you've been hoping I would add this all along, and our simple little recipe has felt a little wrong? The pot is on the stove, it's time to make my move. Just one drop, my hand stops. Maybe this recipe is good enough.
The humid air is heavy, it's a hot July night. We're hiding from the summer storm in the kitchen's electric light. You're telling me a story, I'm laughing at your jokes. Just a regular old Thursday with two regular old folks. Our friendship is a bright room where everything is clear. No shadows and no questions, no doubt and no fear. And then a crack of thunder rolls, the lights begin to fade. A sudden total darkness, a brand new scene is made. The humming of the fridge is gone, the TV's lost its glow, and now a different kind of quiet has begun to grow. And here inside the blackout, you look different to me now. The shadows dance across your face, and I don't know how to act like we're the same two friends we were a minute ago. Cause in this sudden darkness, my true colors start to show. The bright lights kept my secret safe, but the flicker of a flame is making me wanna whisper your forbidden, lovely name. I'm fumbling for the candles that I bought for New Year's Eve. My hand hand just brushed against your arm, a static on my sleeve. You laugh and say, be careful now, and help me strike the match. A tiny fragile fire is the only thing we catch, and in its glow your eyes reflect a world I've never known, a world where you and I are completely and utterly alone. And in this brand new quiet, the air is thick and sweet. I can hear the frantic rhythm that my nervous heart repeats. The world outside is roaring with the thunder and the rain, but in here is just a whisper that is driving me insane. 'Cause here inside the blackout, you look different to me now. The shadows dance across your face, and I don't know how to act like we're the same two friends we were a minute ago. 'Cause in this sudden darkness, my true colors start to show. The bright lights kept my secret safe, but the flicker of a flame is making me wanna whisper your forbidden, lovely name. Oh, this darkness feels like courage. It feels like I could say all the things I pushed down in the bright light of the day. But what about the morning? What about the after part? When the power is restored and it just re-breaks my foolish heart. Will this flickering confession just be lost when light appears? The candle's burning low now, and I should say it, I know how. And then the lights buzz on again just like that. You blink your eyes and you just smile back. And the blackout is a moment that has passed. Is a moment that has passed. Is a moment that has passed. Is a moment that has passed.
The sun is finally down on this warm July night. The air is thick with jasmine and the fading of the light. We're walking by the river to escape the city heat. Just the sound of our own footsteps on the quiet, empty street. The day's anxieties are gone. The world is soft and slow. There's nowhere else on earth that I would rather ever go. And then you laughed at something dumb, a joke I barely made. And a tiny little spark just lit the deepening shade. I felt it in my spirit and I cupped it in my hands. A secret that a firefly's the only one who understands. And now I'm holding something that is beautiful and true.
'Cause I've got a firefly in my hands and it is burning just for you. A tiny fragile heartbeat of a brilliant glowing hue. But if I open up my palms to let you see the light, will it fly into the darkness and just vanish from our sight? So I keep my fingers closed around this precious living spark, and I'm walking right beside you, but I'm praying in the dark. In the dark.
You ask me why I'm quiet now, you ask me what I see. I say I'm looking at the stars, but that's not what's catchmating me. My hands are trembling slightly with the weight of this new thing. I can feel it pulsing, desperate to stretch out its wings. I just shake my head and smile and say it's nothing, never mind. Hoping you don't see the golden light I'm leaving right behind. 'Cause you laughed, and in that moment, in the deepening shade, I caught a tiny perfect spark from a joke I barely made. And now I'm holding something that is beautiful and true. A firefly I caught that only wants to shine for you.
And I've got a firefly in my hands and it is burning just for you. A tiny fragile heartbeat of a brilliant glow in you. But if I open up my palms to let you see the light, will it fly into the darkness and just vanish from our sight? So I keep my fingers closed around this precious living spark, and I'm walking right beside It's getting late now. Its light will start to fade. This choice I still haven't made. I open up my hands just a little, and it's gone. Just a memory of a song.
Put the record on again, the one we love the most. A little worn around the edges, you could say it has a ghost. Of all the times we listen on a rainy afternoon, we know every single word, we hum along right in tune.
It's our own private soundtrack. It's familiar and it's warm. The perfect cozy shelter from any kind of storm. But lately when we play it,
there's a thing I can't ignore. The needle's gotten stuck on the same groove
we've heard before.
It's the part right where the singer's about to finally hit the highs. The part about the secret love he can't keep in his eyes. And we're stuck in the groove, playing the same part on repeat. This comfortable old melody is getting bittersweet. And I wanna reach my hand out, give the arm a tiny nudge, but a single clumsy movement is a thing that you might judge. What if I scratch the record? What if the music starts to die? The question hangs between us in the corner of my eye. We talk about our classes and we talk about our day. The needle plays the same safe verse in the same mode, easy way. I try to change the topic, try to lead it somewhere new, but we always end up back at the beginning. Me and you just spinning round in circles at 33 RPM, stuck right here in the intro, never getting to the gym.
Cause every single time we play it, I can't help but notice now the needle's gotten stuck on the same groove. And I don't know how to get past the part where the singer's about to finally hit the highs. The part about the secret love he can't keep in his eyes.
And we're stuck in the groove, playing the same part on repeat. This comfortable old melody is getting bittersweet. And I wanna reach my hand out, give the arm a tiny nudge, but a single clumsy movement is a thing that you might judge. What if I scratch the record? What if the music starts to die? The question hangs between us in the corner of my eye. Don't you ever get the feeling that you've heard this part before? Don't you ever wish the chorus would build to something more? Or am I the only one who's listening so close that I can hear the tiny looping whisper of my hope and of my fear?
The record's spinning,
My head is swimming.
a gentle touch, is it too much? Skip, a brand new song begins. A brand new song begins.
warm and sticky. It's 7:15. The cicadas are all buzzing in their summer evening heaven. We're standing at the bus stop beneath the orange light, making lazy conversation on a Thursday kind of night. We talk about our classes, we talk about the heat. I'm memorizing the rhythm of your sandals on the street. I pull my phone out of my pocket, just a habit I suppose. The absence that your bus is near, everybody knows that in 3 minutes you'll be gone and I'll be on my own. And this perfect fragile moment will be permanently flown, and my heart begins to panic. It's a silent red alert, and I've got until the last bus comes to tell you how I feel, to make this blurry daydream something tangible and real. But the words are stuck behind my teeth. My heart is beating fast. This quiet little bus stop's a stage for a play that's miscast. I can see the headlights down the road, and I'm running out of time to say the words that might just make you finally be mine, yeah. You're talking about the movie that you're maybe gonna see. You turn and ask me if I'm busy, looking right at me. My brain is screaming, ask me out, my mouth just says not sure. I'm the master of my misery, for which there is no cure. And now the bus is 2 stops out, I'm losing all my nerve for this confession that I have, but you don't quite deserve. And my phone buzzes in my pocket, it's the final warning chime. The bus is just around the bend, a crime against my time. Cause in 1 minute you'll be gone and I'll be on my own. In this perfect fragile moment will be permanently flown. And I've got until the last bus comes to tell you how I feel, to make this blurry daydream something tangible and real. But the words are stuck behind my teeth. My heart is beating fast. This quiet little bus stop's a stage for a play that's miscast. The headlights are upon us, and I'm running out of time to say the words that might just make you finally be mine. Maybe I should just get on your bus and ride it to the end, and throw away the script where I'm your loyal, trusted friend. Maybe I should just say it as you're stepping up the stairs, a single crazy whisper that shows somebody cares. A little break too much, the brakes all hiss. You blow a friendly kiss, text me, you say, have a good night. The doors close shut and seal my gut, and I just watch your taillights fade from sight.
Our friendship is a sweater that I've had for all my life. It's comfortable and faded, it has gotten me through strife. It's my favorite thing to wear when the world feels cold and wrong. It's the place I know without a doubt that I truly belong. It's woven from a pattern of a deep and easy trust. No hidden seams or secrets, no corrosion and no rust. But lately I've discovered there's a single tiny thread. It's a different color shimmering a brilliant hopeful red. It's coming from a seam right by the beating of my heart, and I know that I should leave it or I'll tear the whole thing apart. And I keep playing with the loose thread just to see how much it gives. It's the most dangerous temptation, it's the truest way I live. Cause if I pull and follow it, I don't know where it leads. Will it weave a new just plant bitter seeds. So I try to tuck it back inside and hope it stays unseen. This single scarlet fraying thread and all the space between. You reached across the table just to straighten out my sleeve. Your fingers brushed right over it. I really don't believe you didn't even notice it. You just smiled and looked away. But my heart was beating overtime for the remainder of the day. I was wondering if you felt it, that little piece of me that doesn't fit the pattern of the friend I'm supposed to be. 'Cause every time I look now, all I see is that one thread, that different color shimmering, that brilliant hopeful red. It's coming from a seam right by the beating of my heart. And I know that I should leave it, or I'll tear the whole thing apart. And I keep playing with the loose thread just to see how much it gives. It's the most dangerous temptation. It's the truest way I live. 'Cause if I pull and follow it, I don't know where it leads. Will it weave a new design for us, or just plant bitter seeds? So I try to tuck it back inside and hope it stays unseen. This single scarlet fraying thread and all the space between. What if this thread's not a mistake? What if it's not a flaw? What if it's a starting point that goes against the law of friendship and of comfort, and it's meant to be pulled free to unravel what we are and reknit a you and me. My fingers find the end of it. I'm taking one deep. It's now or never, I suppose. Here it goes. I pull.
The sun is setting on the stream, it's turning red and gold. Another summer story that is getting slightly old. We're sitting by the water's edge, the day is almost gone, and we're skipping stones across the surface, just like we've always done.
You find the perfect flat ones and you hand one off to me. Bet you can't get more than 4, you say so easily.
And I know the angle of my wrist, the flick I need to make, to get 4 perfect easy skips across the tiny lake. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a science, it's an art, a rhythm that I have memorized right here inside my heart. It's predictable and simple, and it's always been enough. But what if I threw this next stone with a different kind of touch, with a different kind of power, just to see what it would do? Would it sink beneath the surface, taking with it me and you? Or would the ripples that it may be the most beautiful around? I'm tired of
dance across the water like a leaf upon the breeze. And I should have just been happy, I should have cheered you on.
But all I thought about was this one chance, and then it's gone.
'Cause I'm holding a new stone that feels so heavy in my hand.
It's a question that I'm hoping that you'll finally understand.
And I'm tired of the angle, the same flick I always make.
With those 4 perfect easy skips across the tiny lake.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a science, but an art. It's breaking all the rules you know to listen to your heart.
And I think I'll throw this next stone with a different kind of touch, with a different kind of power, 'cause it means so very much. I don't care if it sinks down deep without a single sound, 'cause the ripples that it might just make could be the best around.
I'm tired of these easy skips, I'm ready to let fly
And break the perfect rhythm that we have.
you and I.
Are you ever bored of counting?
Do you ever wanna see
A different kind of pattern on the water, just like me.
what if making a big splash is better than a skip?
What if that's the real truth that is waiting on my lips?
The stone is in my hand.
This is my final stand.
I pull my arm back and I let it go. I don't know how far it'll go, but I have to know.
The sky turned gray without a warning on this hot July night. A sudden summer shower stealing all the fading light. You didn't miss a beat, you popped it open with a smile. Said, come on under here with me, let's just walk for a while. So now we're huddled close enough that I can feel your heat. Just the sound of our 2 footsteps on the shining wet black street.
And the rhythm of the raindrops on the nylon overhead is the rhythm of a million things that I have left unsaid. This little circle that we're in is safe from all the storm. It's our own private universe. It's comfortable and warm, but it's getting kinda crowded here for the 2 of us and my crush. And under this one umbrella, there's no room left to hide from this undeniable truth that I am feeling deep inside. And I'm scared one little whisper would be a sudden gusting wind that could flip this thing right inside out and let the real storm in. So I just hold my breath and match my footsteps to your own. In this tiny safe world for 2, I've never felt so all alone.
My shoulders pressed against your arm, I can feel you through my shirt. The rest of the whole blurry world is just a mess of noise and dirt, of headlights through the rain and puddles on the ground. All I know is this small space and your own quiet, steady sound. And it's getting hard to focus on the things we're talking about when my heart is in my throat and it is trying to get out. Oh. And the rhythm of the raindrops is a beat I know so well.
It's a rhythm that I'm terrified to break and break the spell. This little circle that we're in is safe from all the storm. It's our own private universe. It's comfortable and warm, but under this one umbrella, there's no room left to hide from this undeniable truth that I am feeling deep inside. And I'm scared one little whisper would be a sudden gusting wind that could flip this thing right inside out and let the real storm in. So I just hold my breath and match my footsteps to your own. In this tiny safe world for two, I've never felt so all alone. Do you ever wish the rain would never ever cease to fall, so we could just keep walking and not have to think at all? Or are you waiting for a break, a clearing in the sky, the moment when we'd have to say a real and true goodbye to this closeness that the weather has decided we can steal for now? And then the rain gets lighter, the world gets a little brighter. You close the umbrella with a sigh. The moment's dry, and we just say goodbye.
Tapping on the glass, a rhythm soft and low. We're hiding in this old cafe with nowhere else to go. 1,000 little pieces of a calming seaside scene, and putting them together is the calmest we have been. We work in easy silence, yeah, we fit so perfectly. You find the edges and the middle parts all come to me, but I've been hiding in my pocket a little piece of blue. It doesn't match the ocean and it doesn't fit the view. It's a piece from a different puzzle, from a different box in time, but wanting it to fit right here is my own secret hopeful crime. And I can't help but palm it, feeling its familiar shade. And I'm holding the wrong piece, but I wanna make it fit, 'cause it looks a little like the sky, I really must admit. But I know if I should push it, I would bend the other parts, and we'd ruin this whole masterpiece and break our paper hearts. So I'm staring at the empty space where you and I could be, and holding the one puzzle piece that's only right to me. To an empty spot and say, I bet this one is blue. And you're looking right at me, and God, if only you just knew that the piece that I am holding could almost nearly do. But the edges are all wrong, it's a lie that isn't true. So I just shake my head and say, I haven't found it yet. Playing out a scene I know I'm bound to just regret, 'cause I'm still hiding in my pocket that little piece of blue that doesn't match our ocean or our pretty seaside view. It's a piece from a different puzzle that I know I should discard. So why is letting go of it so impossibly hard? And I'm holding the wrong piece, but I wanna make it fit, 'cause it looks a little like the sky,
I really must admit. But I know if I should push it, I would bend the other parts, and we'd ruin this whole masterpiece and break our paper hearts. So I'm staring at the empty space where you and I could be, and holding the one puzzle piece that's only right to me. What if I'm mistaken? What if I've been wrong this whole time? What if this piece isn't from a different stupid paradigm? What if it's the one key part, the center of the art, the one we have been searching for together from the very start? The puzzle's almost finished, my courage undiminished. I take the piece and push it in. Let's begin. It doesn't fit, or does it?
The screen lights up with neon, room number 24. We sung 1,000 songs in here, we'll sing 1,000 more. You scroll right to our favorite one, the easy but beat track. We grab the mics, we know the words, there is no turning back. You always sing the melody, so confident and clear, and I take the lower harmony to always have you near. And our harmony is perfect, yeah, it's practiced and it's clean, the safest, sweetest sound I think that there has ever been. But I'm hearing a new melody that's underneath the song, a different brighter note I wanna sing, where I truly belong. And it's getting hard to sing my part and stick to what I know. But what if I change the harmony in our perfect little duet? What if I sang a different line that you weren't expecting yet? Would you change a note to match with mine and find a brand new key? Or would it just be dissonance for all the world to see? I'm scared to sing the ad-lib that is written on my soul, 'cause I might just lose the rhythm and we'd lose our self-control. We get to the bridge and you look over and you give me that one smile. I'm supposed to sing my oohs and ahs and wait for a little while, but my heart is singing I love you in a 3-part symphony, a count of melodies so sweet, but it's only heard by me. So I just sing the notes I'm meant to, right on cue. Again, you see, the most predictable supporting act in music history. 'Cause our harmony is perfect, yeah, it's practiced and it's clean, but it's starting to become the most boring titled scene. And I'm hearing that new melody, it's getting hard to fight the different note I wanna sing with all of my own might. And I think I'll change the harmony in our perfect little duet. I'm gonna sing the line that I have not delivered yet. And I hope you change your note to match with mine and find the key instead of awful dissonance for all the world to see. I'm ready to sing the ad-lib that is written on my soul. It's time to lose the rhythm and to lose our self-control. Don't you ever wanna improvise? Don't you wanna miss a beat and trade this perfect safety for something bittersweet? Or do you love the way it is,
the way it's always been? Am I the only one who wants to introduce a little sin into this wholly perfect and predictable old song? The song is ending, my part is bending. I sing a different note and hold it in the air. I'm looking at you with a silent prayer. How will you harmonize with that?
Overhead, the buzzing of the traffic and a million things unsaid. Our voices sound much bigger here, they bounce right off the wall. A private amphitheater as the evening starts to fall. Every joke you tell comes back a second time to me. A funny free rehearsal of our own small history. And I say something simple like, the summer's really hot, and the echo just confirms it. It gives me all I've got, really hot. It says it never disagrees. Our conversations carried on the humid evening breeze. It's a safe and easy game to play, this call and this reply. But what if I yell the real thing to the concrete and the night? Would the echo bring it back to me and fill me with delight? If I screamed, I think I love you, would I hear it back again? Or would the awful silence prove just where our story has to end? I'm scared to hear the echo, so I stick to simple words, the safest and the quietest a person's ever heard. You shouted out your own name just to listen to the sound, and it came right back to you from all the walls around. You laughed, and in that moment, with your guard completely down, I almost shouted my truth to this sleeping, quiet town. But I caught it in my throat and let the echo of your name just die. While 1,000 different feelings were reflected in my eye, 'cause you just said your own, and I know it's just a game, but the way the echo said it back, it didn't sound the same. Your name, your name, your name. It whispered like a secret I should keep, a promise that was made to me while you were half asleep. But what if I yell the real thing to the concrete and the night? Would the echo bring it back to me and fill me with delight? If I screamed, I think I love you, would I hear it back again? Or would the awful silence prove just where our story has to end? I'm scared to hear your own voice responding, making everything too clear. I take a breath for all that it is worth. I open up my mouth and I shout it to the earth, and I wait for the echo. I just stand here and I wait for the echo. Hello, hello, is anybody there?
We're standing at the crosswalk, waiting for the light to change. The summer evening traffic does its usual slow exchange of noise and light and gasoline, the city's hazy side. And we're just standing here together underneath a purple sky. The little walking man is red, a clear and simple sign that as long as we are waiting here, everything is fine. And this red light is our friendship. It's a rule I understand. Don't step out into traffic, don't you dare to show your hand. And it's safe here on the curb, we know exactly what to do. As long as I am standing on this side of the street with you. But I'm watching for the signal, waiting for my cue. Cause in my head I'm living in a constant amber light. Not brave enough to run for it, just frozen here in fright.
The green light is confession, the red light is my friend. The amber is the awful anxious state that I can't seem to end. I'm stuck between the don't walk and the go, a heartbeat in between. The most pathetic traffic light this world has ever seen.
World has ever seen. The little man turns green for us, a happy glowing sign. You grab my hand to pull me across the painted white line. And for a second I can feel the go deep in my soul. But I just pull my hand away and lose my self-control. I pretend I dropped my wallet, let you walk a step ahead, while a million silent foolish words are circling in my head. And I know this light is green now, it's a rule I understand. It's time to walk into the street, it's time to show my hand. It's not safe here on the curb, I know just what to do. And that's get to the other side of this whole thing with you. But in my head I'm living in a constant amber light.
Not brave enough to run for it, just frozen here in fright. The green light is confession, the red light is my friend. The amber is the awful anxious state that I can't seem to end. I'm stuck between the don't walk and the go, a heartbeat in between. The most pathetic traffic light this world has ever seen. World has ever seen. I wonder what the light is like from where you're standing now. Is it red for you or green for you? Can you tell me how you see the Are you waiting for a signal, or are we just falling flat? 'Cause I can't stay on amber for the rest of my whole life. The light is starting to blink now. Then I'm starting to think now that I'm just gonna run it. I think I've had enough. No more waiting. My heart is racing. Here I go. Wish me love.
Fan is spinning overhead, a lazy whirring sound. We're watching some old movie that we've seen the whole way round. The dialogue is muffled, I can't focus on the screen. 'Cause the most dramatic story is the space that's in between. Your shoulder and my shoulder, just a breath of empty air. And I'm trying to act normal, like I don't even care. And my brain is running numbers, like a broken calculator, on the odds of you moving closer, maybe sometime sooner or later. I'm hyper aware of everything, the texture of the couch, for every word I want to say. I'm biting on my mouth to keep it in. And this tiny inch of real estate is where my whole life lies. I can almost see my own reflection in your watching eyes. I wanna lean my head down, I wanna close the gap, but I know that it's a perfect and a terrifying trap. 'Cause the moment that we touch is the moment I confess, and my heart can't take the pressure of a no or of a yes.
You reach across the bowl of popcorn sitting on my right. Your pinky finger brushes mine and my whole world ignites. It only lasts a second, and you probably didn't feel a single thing, but for me, it was dangerously real. You just keep on watching the movie, but I have to catch my breath. This tiny little accident has scared me half to death.
And my brain is just short-circuited, it's more than I can take. This casual proximity is a beautiful mistake. I'm hyper aware of everything, the warmth that's coming off of you. And there are a million things I want to say, and one I have to do. 'Cause this tiny inch of real estate is where my whole life lies. I can almost see my own reflection in your watching eyes. I wanna lean my head down, I wanna close the gap, but I know that it's a perfect and a terrifying trap. 'Cause the moment that we touch is the moment I confess, and my heart can't take the pressure of a no or of a yes. My mind says don't you do it, you will ruin everything. My heart says what's the point of this if you can't ever sing the one song that you really mean, the one you wrote for them. It's a war between my common sense and a romantic whim. The credits start to roll now, I feel I've lost control now. You stretch your arms and say that was a good one, and the moment's done. The space between us
one again.
The kitchen's way too small for two. The air is thick and warm. We're hiding from the memory of a passing thunderstorm. You're chopping up the onions, I'm just stirring the same sauce. A simple pasta recipe to make up for the loss of any motivation to go out into the humid street. So we'll just make our own fun and we'll cook our own small treat. And we do this little kitchen dance we've done 1,000 times. Behind you, to your left now, a ballet of conversational rhymes, a choreography of friendship, so we never have to touch. And I always used to like it, but tonight it's all too much. 'Cause every time we almost brush, my tired heart just skips. And every time you pass behind me, I just have to hold my breath. I'm in love with this small kitchen, and it's scaring me to death. I'm praying for a misstep, for a clumsy sweet mistake, for a moment that is real enough to make my own heart break. This isn't just a kitchen dance, it's more than I can take. For goodness gracious, heaven's sake.
You reach across the counter for the salt that's by the stove, the very same direction that my own two hands just roll. Our fingers touch for half a beat, a jolt of something true. You pull back like it's nothing, say oh sorry after you. But my brain has gone on holiday, my senses gone on strike. This is nothing and it's everything, all wrapped up in one night. And we're still doing our dance, but now the rhythm feels all wrong. You're humming a familiar and a comfortable old song, and I wanna sing a harmony you've never heard me sing. But I'm worried about the chaos that a different note could bring.
And every time you pass behind me, I just have to hold my breath. I'm in love with this small kitchen, and it's scaring me to death. I'm praying for a misstep, for a clumsy sweet mistake, for a moment that is real enough to make my own heart break. This isn't just a kitchen dance, it's more than I can take. For goodness gracious, heaven's sake. What if I forgot the steps we've practiced for so long? What if I turned the wrong way and the melody went wrong? Would you just laugh it off and say that I've been working way too hard? Or would you finally see the message written on the card that I've held so close against my chest? The one you've never seen, the one that says you're more than just a friend. You are my king, my queen.
The pasta's done, the sauce is hot. You say let's eat, I'm starving now. I say yeah, thanks a lot. The dance is over for now. We sit down and we eat somehow, and the silence is too loud.
We're sitting on your floor again, it's 7:30 now. The fan is oscillating, and I am trying to allow myself to just exist here in the lazy summer haze. but my heart and brain are arguing. It's one of those classic days. My brain says, just be normal, don't you go and make it weird. Keep your hands inside your pockets. It's exactly as I feared. My heart says, but the light is soft, the song is really low, and this is the perfect moment. You should really let them know. My brain says you will lose them. It's a risk you can't afford. My heart says, but you're dying from the silence and you're bored. My brain says bored is safe. My heart says safe is not alive. And I'm caught in the crossfire between my heart and my own brain. One is begging me for sunshine, one is warning me of rain. My heart is writing poetry, my brain just writes the pros and cons. And I'm the one who's stuck here singing these pathetic songs, 'cause I can't pick a side between the two of them. So I just nod and smile and wish that they'd be quiet for a little tiny while. You offer me the last slice of the pizza in the box. My brain says it's just courtesy and starts to check the clocks to see when I should leave here, but my heart just starts to race. It says, you see, that is the proof, it's written on their face. My brain says you're delusional, just take the slice and chew. My heart says no, it's destiny for me and destiny for you. My heart says look, their eyes are soft, they're leaning in so close. My brain says that's proximity, you're giving them a dose of your own romantic nonsense. They are just a simple friend. My heart says this is how the greatest love stories all begin. My brain says this is how you lose the only friend you've got. And I'm caught in the crossfire between my heart and my own brain. One is begging me for sunshine, one is warning me of rain. My heart is writing poetry, my brain just writes the pros and cons. And I'm the one who's stuck here singing these pathetic songs, 'cause I can't pick a side between the two of them. So I just nod and smile and wish that they'd be quiet for a little tiny while. My heart says this is it, your one and only chance to fly. My brain says don't you listen, it's a 20-story drop from high. My heart says it's a movie scene, my brain says it's a mess. My heart screams you must tell them, and my brain just whispers yes, but what if they say no to you? Then what's your big idea? And that's the single argument that's fueled by all my fear. My heart and brain are screaming now, I gotta shut them up somehow. You ask me if I'm okay, 'cause I've been quiet for a while. I take a breath, my thoughts all in a pile, and I just look at you and smile. Yeah, I'm fine, it's just my heart and brain, not mine.
The front door's locked, my shoes are off, I'm staring at the wall. The evening's technically over, but it's not over at all. 'Cause my brain has got the footage from the last 3 hours now, and it's settling in for its own private screening, and I don't know how to make it stop, to turn it off, to simply go to bed when all your tiny gestures are just looping in my head. My mind hits the play button and the scene begins to bloom. It's the part where you said, hey, it's getting cold inside this room. You took your jacket off your chair and draped it over me. The most casual and simple act for anyone to see. But my brain is not just anyone, it's a forensic team. So I hit rewind and play it back and pause it on your face, looking for a single clue inside this time and place. I put it in slow motion. Was that a flicker in your eye? A secret little message that you're trying to imply. But every time I replay it, the evidence is the same. Just a friendly, simple gesture in a friendly, simple game. Okay, I'm zooming in now on the way your fingers graze my shoulder for a second, leaving my poor heart so dazed. You said the words, is that better? And I know I just said yeah. My brain says that was nothing, but my heart says it's a prayer. I rewind it 47 times, the motive is unclear. Was it kindness or the start of something I both want and fear? My mind hits the play button on that moment on the couch. I analyze my own reply, my posture and my slouch. Did I seem too eager? Did I seem too cold and far? I'm the star and the director of this agonizing war. And I hit rewind and play it back and pause it on your face, looking for a single clue inside this time and place. I put it in slow motion. Was that flicker in your eye a secret little message that you're trying to imply? But every time I replay it, the evidence is the same. Just a friendly, simple gesture in a friendly, simple game. I'm a detective in a case where there was never any crime, just wasting all my energy and all my precious time, analyzing pixels of a memory so small. But if I stop replaying it, there's nothing left at all. And the tiny sliver of a hope that I might find something new is the only thing that's getting my pathetic self right through.
Okay, one more time. Just one more. I think I saw something that wasn't there before. No, it's no use. I press escape until I see you tomorrow and get new footage on the tape.
The cafe's closed, the movie's done, the evening's almost through, and now it's just the final act, my walk back home with you. The streets are getting quiet on this hot and hazy night. We're walking underneath a sleepy orange-colored light, and my brain is telling me to keep a normal, friendly pace, to get you to your front door and then get out of this place. But my feet have started arguing, they've got their own ideas. They're doubling the time it takes, confirming all my fears, that I don't want this walk to end, I don't want you to leave. It's a ridiculous and simple truth I foolishly believe could maybe change if I just add a minute, maybe two.
And I find myself walking slower, hoping that you'll never see the desperate secret calculations happening in me. I'll point out a new restaurant, I'll fake a twisted knee. I'll do anything to steal another moment, you and me. 'Cause every single footstep is a countdown in my head to all the important stupid things that I have left unsaid.
I stop and say, oh wait a sec, I have to tie my shoe. Even though the knot is perfect and you probably see right through the silly little dramas and the games I try to play. You just wait there patiently and smile at me and say, no problem, take your time, and that just makes it even worse. This kindness is a blessing, but it's also like a curse. And now we're walking slower than a snail in winter time, and pretending that it's normal is a mountain I must climb. You don't seem to have noticed that we're barely even moving, while my heart is disapproving of the point that I am proving. That I'm a coward, plain and simple, that is all I am. And I find myself walking slower, hoping that you'll never see the desperate secret calculations happening in me. I'll point out a sleeping cat, I'll fake a little cough, I'll do anything to put the inevitable goodbye off. 'Cause every single footstep is a countdown in my head to all the important stupid things that I have left unsaid.
What am I accomplishing by adding minutes to the clock? Just circling the same old block and having the same talk. This slowness doesn't mean a thing, it doesn't change the end, unless I use these stolen seconds to be more than just your friend. But the courage that I'm looking for is nowhere to be found, just the shuffling of my own 2 feet upon the solid ground. And now we're at your front door, and there isn't any more road left for us to take. For goodness sake, you turn and say we'll see you soon, and my slow walking foolish heart just breaks. I walk home fast, all alone.
Alright, the walk is over, and we're standing at your door. We've run out of the stories that we told 1,000 times before. You give a little wave and say, okay, I'll see you soon. Beneath the hazy, lazy, and indifferent summer moon, you turn around, you take a step, the moment's almost past. This fragile little bubble wasn't ever meant to last. My panic has a megaphone, my heart is beating fast. My mouth just opens up and says some words I haven't cast in the proper order. It's a last-ditch protocol to keep you here for 10 more seconds, standing in the hall, to steal a little more of you before I have to flee. And I say, oh wait, one more thing, and you turn around and smile.
attention for a little precious while. And in that space I should just say the thing I've longed to say, but I ask about the homework and I let it slip away. Yeah, my one more thing is never the one thing it should be. Just another wasted opportunity for me. You say okay for real now and you start to close the gate. I'm running out of time, I know it's getting really late. My brain is screaming, let them go, my heart just screams I'll stay. So I say, oh, one more thing, what happened on that show today? And you humor me and tell me though you got a puzzled look, like you're a character inside a very confusing book. And my panic is an artist and my canvas is your time. And putting you through this again should be a federal crime. But I can't seem to help myself, it's an instinct, it's a need to plant another useless and distracting little seed. So I say, oh wait, one more thing, and you turn around and smile, and I have your full attention for a little precious while. And in that space I should just say the thing I belong to say, but I ask about the weather and I let it slip away. Yeah, my one more thing is never the one thing it should be. Just another wasted opportunity for me. I'm the master of the ellipsis, the king of the OA, creating perfect moments just to leave them up to fate. And I know that it's ridiculous, I know that it's a sin to keep opening the door and never letting you right in to the room where all my real thoughts are waiting patiently. Okay, you're really going now, you're halfway down the hall. I take a breath to make the final most important call. One more thing. You stop and turn, your eyes are filled with some concern. You say, yeah, what is it? Never mind, good night. And I watch you disappear from sight.
The city's finally quiet, and I'm sitting in my room. The only thing that's left of you to break the nightly gloom is this oversized old hoodie that you gave to me tonight. When I said I felt a little chill underneath the pale moonlight. It's way too big, the sleeves are long, the color's faded gray, but I never ever want to have to give this thing away.
And it's not about the fabric, and it's not about the fit. It's the ghost of your own perfume that I can't seem to quit. It's the laundry soap your mother uses, and a hint of summer rain. And I pull the drawstrings tighter just to breathe it in again. It's the closest thing to having you right here inside this space.
And I'm living in your borrowed hoodie, and it's a beautiful lie. It's the closest I can get to you without a reason why.
It's a second-hand embrace that I can't ever really claim. And every time I breathe you in, I whisper out your name. Oh, I know this hoodie isn't mine, and I will have to see it through. But while it belongs to you, my heart belongs to you.
brain says I should wash it for the sake of being polite and give it back tomorrow, looking clean and fresh and bright. But my heart says that's a criminal, an unforgivable offense. To wash away the evidence, it doesn't make much sense. To erase the only part of you that I can hold so near. To wash away the very thing that I'm holding so dear.
'Cause this isn't just some fabric, and it isn't just a thread. It's all the words I wanna say, asleep here in my bed.
It's the laundry soap your mother uses, and a hint of your own style. And I just wanna keep it for a little longer while.
'Cause I'm living in your borrowed hoodie, and it's a beautiful lie. It's the closest I can get to you without a reason why.
It's a second-hand embrace that I can't ever really claim. And every time I breathe you in, I whisper out your name. Oh, I know this hoodie isn't mine, and I will have to see it through. But while it belongs to you, my heart belongs to you. I can pull the hood up over my own stupid, hopeful head and pretend I'm in your arms instead of in my lonely bed.
But the fabric's getting colder now, the scent is starting to fade. A reminder of the temporary foolish choice I've made, to fall in love with someone who just thinks that I felt cold tonight.
I'll wear it just for now and try to figure out just how. I'll give it back, the scent is fading, and my heart is turning black.
I fold it carefully. It's just a hoodie, it can't be a key. Can it?
I'm home alone, the door is locked, the city's home alone. I should be winding down right now, just letting the whole day go. I'm looking around my own room at the books upon the shelf, but I'm not really seeing them, I'm seeing something else. A lingering and lovely and a frustrating design that's been painted on the back of these two tired eyes of mine. It's like I stared right at the sun for way too long today. And now that you are gone and you are miles and miles away, there's an imprint of your smile left on everything I see. A ghostly perfect negative of you stuck on me, and I can't seem to shake it. Yeah, I've tried and I've failed, 'cause I've got it.
An after image of you burned onto my eyes, a semi-transparent version, a beautiful disguise. I see you in the ceiling, I see you in my cup of tea. This after image of you is the only thing I see, and it's just a faded copy of the real thing, it's true. But it's the only thing I have right now that looks a thing like you.
I try to read a chapter of a book I've just begun, but your smile is floating on the page, obscuring page one. I can't make out the sentences, I can't make out the plot. I'm just staring at the ghost of you, and the one chance that I've got to maybe make this after image finally turn to flesh and bone
Instead of just a memory I have to watch alone. It's 'cause you smiled a certain way when you were at the door, a look I'd never really seen you ever give before. And my brain just took a snapshot, and now the flash is all I view. A ghostly perfect negative of everything that's you. And I've got an
after image of you burn onto my eyes, a semi-transparent version, a beautiful disguise. I see you in the ceiling, I see you in my cup of tea. This after image of you is the only thing I see, and it's just a faded copy of the real thing. It's true, but it's the only thing I have right now that looks a thing like you.
I'm blinking hard and rubbing at my eyes to make it fade. This beautiful and private little art show you have made. But maybe I don't want it to. Maybe it's my prize for keeping all my real words hidden right behind my eyes. But this ghost is not enough for me. I want the solid truth. I want the living, breathing, undeniable you. It's fading now, slowly, slowly, as the night gets deep and holy. The ghost is gone, and I'm alone, until I see you again and burn a new one on my soul. I know